I hope you join me today to do this kind of a really fall, autumn, vampy kind of look. I hope you feel the same about color, and if you don't, maybe just take baby steps. Don't go for this kind of dark colors, just go for what I did like now. Take a really neutral palette, use mostly neutral colors, and then just one color, maybe under the eye, or in the middle of the eye, or outside of the eye, or even in the inner corner, a bright color, and not all over. Yeah. Have a really good day, have a really good fall, autumn. I hope you're well, and that all is good with you, and thanks for watching. Okay, so I forgot to turn the speaker on, so I have to just to say what I did. And I used today this Yossi Beton, what they call it, Be Cosmetic palette that looks like this, and it's very glary. Like I have too much light on, I don't know what's going on here. So this one here is really like a yellowy color, but the rest is also shimmer and also matte. So I used this one, and then after that I used in the crease also this Il Maquillage color that looks like this, like a mustardy brown or yellow. Like that, like a bit lower down. So I have those two in the crease already. I just said about the yellow one, I'm taking that one. The really kind of pale, not as pale as it looks on video, at least for me now. This one I'm taking it for the brow bone, and also I think in the inner corner maybe, or not, I will see. So just here. And I have two mirrors here, so sometimes I'm just staring over there and sometimes I'm staring down here. I'm taking this smaller brush, and now I'm using this, in my opinion, really gorgeous Dior palette. It looks like this, and really dark trio here, and then a light sheen kind of beige tone. And this, in my opinion, could have been another color. I mean, who needs another silver, right? Or I mean a glittery, shimmery thing. I think this could have been something else, but it's not. So, but these three colors are really dark and nice for the fall, and this one of course is useful for inner corner and a little bit on the brow bone if you want. Yeah. And this is what number from Dior? Oh, I need glasses for every little thing now then. Oh, that's annoying. It's 866. Yeah. So I'm taking the lighter color, and just for the inner corner now then. And I do have the primer here too. I think I put it until here. Yes, I did. But and I think these colors are really like, they have payoff without a base or anything like that. So I'm not going to use a base for it today. I don't think it's necessary, especially not in daytime, and it doesn't have to be that strong. Anyway, my makeup is usually a little bit more on the stronger side than anybody else's that I see around here. So, Okay, I'm going for this brighter kind of purple here. Or wine red, what you call it? Not really. It's kind of a purple, I think, but there's some sheen and shimmer in this one. So we start with this one from here. I will probably use this one just down here, not to go too high up with these strong colors, since then it easily looks too overdone on me for some reason. Well, there's people that do only washes of color all the time on their eyes, whereas I like to have a little bit more of a punch of color over there. And on my nails I have, I think, a really nice, like kind of a pumpkin color. Not really pumpkin, it's like kind of a brown. Great, and now it's really dirty from something here. It already started to fade a bit, but it's OPI. Where are my glasses now then? I need longer arms. Appears to be a tan. Appears to be tan, something like that. So that's the main color. And then on the ring finger I have this golden, also from OPI. And it is OPI with a nice finish. So I thought it was really nice, since I'm from Finland, so you know, a nice finish. It's from a Nordic collection, this one, apparently. And then also on that finger I have just a little bit of a shimmer and sheen. This one is from Jade, and it's also a really pretty, like kind of a dirty browny yellowy color like that. It's a Gold Dust 813. So a really pretty color too. So that's what I have on my fingers, even if it starts to be a bit more, you know, matte looking. So onto the eyeshadow. And that nail polish aside, back to this color, and I'm just packing on a little bit more, and then I will blend it out, like a little bit in a rounded thing like this. I'm adding a little bit more, so I get it higher up. And now, of course, it will fade inside the browns that I have here, so it won't look the same anymore. It'll get a bit more muted, hopefully. And that's the idea that I had, but, you know, let's see. Let's see what will happen when we put it on there. I hope you have a really good fall, autumn. And we still have really hot weather here, so, you know, that's just the way it is. It stays on like almost forever. Now, again, back to this blending brush. Blending just around here. Losing hair. And a little bit between those two. Yeah, so, and I'm gonna add a bit more again, because I can see that it's fading out too much. Here, I want it stronger. And then, of course, in the outer corner, I will do something else. Okay, so to continue, I'm taking, I believe, this darker plum, blackened plum, something like that color. I believe it's it can be close to MAC Shadowy Lady, as far as I've seen, you know, swatches. I don't have that one. But I think it might be something very similar. So, a darkened, blackened plum. That's what I think it is. I'm just using the same small brush that I used before. Taking that one in the outer corner. It's very smooth. Very smooth eyeshadows. And you see they have a lot of payoff, even if I have just a primer under and not a sticky base or anything. Because sometimes these Dior palettes tend to be a little bit too sheer for my, you know, for my liking. And I have a lot of those Dior palettes because I don't know, there's something about them. I just like them. Even if they're sheer, so if they're sheer, I just use a sticky base and I, you know, manage fine with them. So, but I know a lot of people say that they're powdery sometimes they're not this, sometimes they're not that. I don't know what kind of shadows people have, but, you know, I manage with them just fine. So, well, I can't complain about these shadows. I have one palette, one summer palette that was really in the beginning, before I realized I can use a nice base for it and everything will be good. I was really thinking like, what, this is a really disappointing palette altogether. I think it was Swimming Pool, but it was also after I saw really bad reviews after I already had it, and I was like bummed out. And then I started, you know, thinking that how can I use this palette? And just a sticky base with a similar color or white color under, and it becomes really nice and it pops out the color. So it shouldn't be a problem, I think, almost ever. Okay, so I get to a shape like this. Kind of my usual shape out like this, and then I will take it down here too, but another color. Yeah, I will take, go back to those brown, I think this one. Yeah, I will continue with that one. And the smaller brush like that. So this color again, and from here continuing kind of an inside, so I get it, you know, bit blended out and warmed up. I'm going back again to this one that I started with in the crease, and the same brush, just a little bit higher up here now then. Okay, so really smoked out eye. Anyways, I might blend a little bit more later, but I need a liner, so that's what I'm going to take. So I'm using this black liner from Ofra, simple black gel liner, and then I will just curl the lashes, mascara, do my brows a bit, and start with the skin, and I'll be back. Okay, I think I managed to get it a little bit muddy looking here because I got it too dark when I wanted to blend it out more. You see it's kind of grayish, brownish something, but never mind. And yeah, I don't take anything under the eye because it's daytime and I'm going, you know, groceries shopping in this makeup, so I don't want to be completely like smoky all around, but you know, I think this will be just enough. Okay, I'm back after I did my face, and yeah, I didn't powder because this is the Bourjois 123 Perfect Foundation, and depending a bit on my skin and on the heat and dryness in the air, usually we have such a, you know, humid air over here, so this one has been a perfect foundation the whole summer for me. I've been using it like no other. Now I'm taking this highlighter from Il Maquillage. It's called Just Halo. It's a mineral baked highlighter, and it looks like that. It's like really kind of a champagne color, I would say. Ooh, it's going all over also. And just a really nice soft brush like this. Small, kind of smallish brush. And it's powder. And just on the tip of it, and I'm putting a bit on my nose, just because I start to like, but now I put it not in the middle, like I needed to make it bigger, you know. Yeah, I don't, but you know, I like this idea of highlighting. Yeah, I know it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. Like I need to highlight my nose tip. Yeah, well, never mind. I do it anyways, just because of the fun of it. And a little bit, few dots here and there, and when I blend it out, it will be like more, I suppose, an all over thing, a little bit here in the middle. I don't want it here because here anyway my forehead is kind of big. And then of course, just here a bit, I'm kind of dotting it on because I didn't, you know, powder, just so that if there's a problem, it won't, you know, disturb my foundation. Not that I think there is. So just here a bit, there a bit. So I'm putting some here too, since my forehead is so much bigger than this area. I took this Guerlain blush, it's number what? 5, I think. Golden High. And just a brush like this, that I won't get so much product maybe. Even though those are kind of hardly packed, I feel, so you kind of have to grab some of that color with a brush anyway. It doesn't, you know, get on that strong. I don't think so, at least. Maybe especially this one, it has like a brownish kind of color to it. So I'm kind of going, this one is losing here. I'm kind of going over the highlighter as well. Just kind of careful not to disturb the foundation now then. And it might be that it gets a bit splotchy because I didn't use any powder, but I hope it won't. Because I really don't want to put any powder on today. I will go inside here with it too a bit. It won't be like, you know, you have color here and then it's like, what, white here? A little bit here too. Kind of like a bronzed thing going. And I have to say, I really like this color that this one gives, since there's a little bit of a pink in it too. It's not just a brown. It looks very brown on the video, I think, but there is pink in it, so it really gives a nice sheen to it. On my kind of skin tone, at least, or lighter, I suppose. Is that enough? Well, I think it might be. I decided to do a slight contour on my nose with this Lancome one here. This trio has also this color, which is really nice for a slight contour for light skin. So I'm just squishing it together and that it will be really thin like that. Anyway, it's kind of a really small brush. Then I'm just going down like this. Also, I kind of went overboard with the highlight here, so you know, I don't need to highlight this part of my nose especially. It is kind of bulgy already. Well, you know. Oh, it's losing hair. Yes. So something like that. I'm going over a little bit to the highlighter too because it just got too much. It's kind of nice to use highlighter. I don't know why it's so nice. Especially when you have a little bit of a matte foundation. It's a lot of fun. Yes, I have to admit. But all this is fun. So I think that's enough. I'm not going to do anything else but just blend it a bit. I'm not going to use this like on the cheeks or anything like that. I don't feel like going in there with a darker color today. So it's going to have to be enough like that. And just some blending. I hope I can blend it a little bit with this. So I've been doing this, not with this foundation, because it's kind of matte and, you know, dry by itself. There's kind of a lot of powder in this foundation the way it is. But I've been using like the YSL foundation, Touche Eclat, and those kind of shinier foundations, and I've been doing the baking method, and I really liked it. I've done this foundation and that kind of method the whole summer, and I really enjoyed it. So, but now I think soon it starts to be like the weather is changing slowly, but you know, slowly, very slowly, but it is changing. So I have to, you know, probably go away from this foundation soon, and for the winter. So that's kind of it for the face. And now I just have something on the lips. And I was thinking I would do maybe like 3 different kinds of lip colors. One really light and one medium rosy kind of tone, and then maybe one really vampy one, and see what it will look like, just for the fun of it. Okay, we have some doves outside. I'm starting with this really light lip color. It's Bourjois Nude Wave. And on it I will put this Estee Lauder color in number 210. Looks like that. So that's the lightest color. But I think I want to add some. And I will just add in the outer corners maybe and see what that will look like. And do the kind of ombre look with this Rebellious Rose, also from Estee Lauder. And it's number what? 410. 420. Yes, 420. I will do this one just in the outer corners. I should use a brush, of course, but I will just do it like this. I always kind of like this ombre look, because it kind of, it makes the eye look a little bit like, oh, this line is not straight, that, you know, it kind of mixes it up a bit, that you don't see the lines so well, because my sides are completely different from each other. So it's like a pain to make it look the same if I have just one color on. Yeah, that's how I find anyways. So maybe that would be kind of nice too. I will try a brown one as well. Okay, I didn't take all of it down because it's just, you know, destroying my lips if I start to do that. I'm taking this Dior color lip pencil in Fig, brown Fig. So it really is kind of brownish. Color on top, which will also be this Dior, and I can't see what it says on it, but it's really like a brown. It looks very brown. Yeah. I will again do this one in the outer corners, since it's pretty dark. Lighter color, which is like a little bit more rosy, maybe in the middle. That's pretty neat too, huh? Maybe that's better actually. Yeah, since I have the brownish kind of thing in the strong kind of crease thing going, that might be better. Maybe I should just leave it like this. No vampy lip. What do you think? I feel like trying the vampy lip. I'm doing this Smashbox lip liner in violet. It looks like that. It's violet. It's like kind of the eyes. I kind of like that look. But then it looks like I need a bit more on the cheeks. More makeup. Okay, so for this I'm taking this Smashbox lip stick in violet something probably. Vivid violet. I'm taking it again in the outside corners and see what I'm doing. Continuing with this fuchsia in the middle, just to go the whole way, and then I'll probably go for a much more neutral look when I go out actually, because this will just be too much to go, even for me, to the grocery store. Go figure. Yeah, this is pretty. Again, to do this properly with a lip brush, I'm just too lazy to do it when I'm just testing out some stuff, you know. I have to just try something on the cheeks that will make everything go together, just because I want to. So I'm doing this one on the cheeks, just a tiny bit, so I can still go out, you know. Anyways, those two together. It is kind of light anyways, this one, if I remember correctly. Just a little bit up here to make it a bit cool toned like the rest. Anyways, have a really good fall. Enjoy all these gorgeous fall colors. Fall is my favorite time of year. If you can tell, I'm like getting life back into me. And now I just need some more rain. We had some rain last night and it was so nice. But that doesn't mean that it's cool today. It's like over 30 degrees Celsius. So we still have summer. Yeah, some kind of summer. So yeah, that's kind of it. I had fun. I hope you do too with your colors and enjoy them, and hope to see you next time. Thanks again for watching.